You can be whatever you believe. Strive and you shall achieve. This is JFK's way.
Thank everybody for tuning in, man. Today, you know what we are doing. As you guys see directly behind me, right here to my left, you see the Robinson with the 42 placed on the back. You see the poster behind the film that was made to commemorate this man's baseball career. We are celebrating Jackie Robinson Day. If you do not know who Jackie Robinson is, where have you been? But let me bring you up to speed, man. First and foremost, he is listed as the man that broke the color barrier in baseball. In that time, they call America's pastime, like America's, thing, their gloat, their claim to fame. One of the many things for America is baseball. So America's pastime, he did what he was supposed to, man. Let me say that. He went through a hell of a time. And I actually watched this thing a while back with Bill Russell. If you don't know who Bill Russell is, he played in the NBA. History. Of course, he has the most rings in history and the most championships. But he mentioned, Jackie Robinson for him was a man that came in his time and he was ready for it. And the time Jackie Robinson was around, I don't think that anybody can be ready for racism. You know what I mean? Like what he went through and just, again, how he was discriminated on. He was called nigger multiple times. You know what I mean? Doing multiple games. One game in particular was with the Phillies, which is crazy because I'm in Pennsylvania. So, but he endured so much, man. And what this man did, not only that, but he was actually good. He was a great baseball player. If you look at the Bison slide, if you ever look at the minor league logo, which I've mentioned a few times, he's kind of responsible for that. He's notably known. That's one of his things. It's one of his, leaving off that mount, stealing a base. So Jackie Robinson, man, his accolades go a hell of a long way. Again, this is just history, man. This is history. So I just want to throw this video up to commemorate him. He is the only reason I will ever actually own a Brooklyn Dodgers hat. This right here is actually from the Crown Royal pack from Lids. You guys see this is purple New Era sign, purple UV, a different shade of purple, but it's purple nonetheless. You see what I'm doing. Had the highlights the purple, that royalty, and this is actually a very, very glittery gold B with a glittery gold pitch right here and swinger batterman on the back and a commemorative Jackie Robinson side patch. Now these are pretty rare. You don't see Jackie Robinson side patches too often. So this right here I definitely had to get. Actually right here also what I got. This is a Jackie Robinson tribute from a few years back. Again, something that the Rockies actually did for him. That Jackie Robinson side patch right there. And today, like I said, if you do not know, no one wears a single digit. No one wears their own digits today. Every person in baseball or doing anything pertaining to baseball today, every single person wears this number right here. Everyone wears 42. This number has actually been what they call retired. When they retire your logo, they retire your jersey. No one can wear the number 42 because of how much it meant. So it's held to pretty much the most highest standard you can have in baseball history. Once again, he was before Rosa Parks. He was before Martin Luther King. He was in a time frame like that. And again, so you could just imagine what he endured. And again, playing baseball in an all-white sport. There were no other black men standing next to him at that time. There were no Spanish guys at the time. There were no Asian guys at the time. There was nobody of any other ethnicity playing baseball in America other than him. He was listed and labeled as the first. And Hank Aaron, if you don't know who Hank Aaron is, let me give you a little bit more history real quick before I get out of here. Hank Aaron is another man that endured a lot, but he was listed as the home run king. They called him Home Run Hank. He broke Babe Ruth's record. Babe Ruth, white guy, so a black man taking that spot, he went through a lot. A lot of people were trying to discredit him, saying a lot of his hits shouldn't have counted. They were doing everything they pretty much could to belittle Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron was after Jackie Robinson. So he was also, again, a legend, a pioneer. And he thanked Jackie Robinson as well. So just what Jackie Robinson meant, man, so much. And like I said, actually, I believe they have it in here showing that slide right there. If you look, you see he got that slide going right. He's been known, that's like one of his, one of the biggest portrayals of greatness, as you guys can see right there. My man on the slide. Like I said, if you look up the Buffalo Bison's logo, one of them is actually a sliding bison. This is what a lot of people say it derives from, was actually from Jackie Robinson, which is why I love and I also collect that logo. Right here, this is the Jackie Robinson side patch. No, I have not taken this out. I don't plan to. There was a pin with this. And as you guys see, that was actually from the Colorado Rockies. So showing this all purple Colorado Rockies, I actually felt like it was only right. If you guys can see that, it says Rockies, Jackie Robinson, 50 right there. And I also have a similar rendition of the hat as well. Rockies, red UV. I felt like it was only right to throw that Rockies patch also in there as well. And again, man, just greatness, you know, in a time where it was not highly seen, and how much that man endured, and they put him in that position. And if you watch the film, you get a really good like a synopsis, like you kind of get an idea, a briefing of just some of what he went through. And it was heavy, man. It was heavy watching a film like that. It definitely touches my heart. So of course we have to thank our man Chadwick Boseman, also the man responsible for Black Panther, which is actually why I donned that today. We got to thank this man for the amazing portrayal that he did of Jackie Robinson. And shouts out to Jackie Robinson's family. I believe today in Colorado, they will actually be having one of his living family members come, and they are actually inducting not just 42, but they're giving it a gold ring, like with the gold ring. So it's a lot behind that, man. Like I said, if you definitely do your history, shouts out to Bill Russell and all the other American great legends that, you know, have saluted and respected Jackie Robinson. And like I said, man, his words were just, you know, him being in a time and he was ready. I don't think anybody can be ready for something like that, but how he carried it and how he put it on his back and how he continued to strive even afterwards is just nothing but greatness, man. So thank you guys for tuning in. Peace and love. Shouts out to everyone that supports this, everybody that, you know, salutes, and everybody out there in the league right now who will be wearing a 42 today. And shouts out to the Robinson family for you guys. You guys are the reason I will be wearing a beat today. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will catch you guys on the next one.
I'm the flyest to ever walk in here. You might be listening, wondering who the fuck this is. Might make you